Hello everybody, Jenn Pike here from the Simplicity Project and from the Simplicity Yoga and Fitness Therapy Studios located here in Keswick, Ontario. I am joined today by Charlie, my pup, who is being a mama's girl and wants to share some of the spotlight. I am here giving you your week 2 of some simple tips and suggestions on how you can continue to reduce any digestive and intestinal discomfort in terms of gas and bloating and indigestion. So last week I spoke to you about hydrating, about decreasing the amount of sugar that you are getting into your body, and also exercising. So today I'm going to talk to you about probiotics. I'm going to talk to you about food combining, and I'm going to talk to you about how often you should be eating and really about your portions. So first thing is probiotics. I am a huge fan of using a daily probiotic, and yes, every single day. So your probiotics make up the good bacteria and flora that is in your gut. We in the holistic industry have known for so many years that the gut is truly the barometer of your health, your vitality, and your well-being. More than 70% of your immune system exists in your gut. And when I'm saying gut, I'm referring to your belly, to your digestive system, and to your intestinal tract. They're really working cohesively to help you keep in balance and to help you stay healthy and vibrant. And when you have any level of dysbiosis or an imbalance, and those of you who suffer from digestive issues know this, it's very difficult to feel energized to get anything else done in your day. It's very difficult to feel like you can go out and enjoy a meal at a friend's house or at a restaurant, because so many people I work with, they get to a point where they feel like every single thing that they eat beyond 10 o'clock in the morning is causing them discomfort. So using a daily probiotic goes in, helps to reduce and kill some of the pathogens, the bacteria, and the negative flora that's in your gut. It's also going to help to make sure that your immune system is elevated to reduce the frequency or the intensity of your colds that you're getting. It doesn't mean you're never going to get sick again, but it means that your body will have a better defense system to be able to handle it. It also can help you become more regular. So for those of you who are dealing with constipation issues and not being regular, those probiotics can definitely help you. They are good from the time you are born until the time that you leave this amazing planet Earth. It is just about the form you want to take. So you can get powders, you can get capsules. There's also different combinations. Genuine Health is a fantastic one that I love, which is a live probio plus, where they combine the fish oil with the probiotic in a one-stop shop capsule. And this works really great for 2 people. It works great for the individual who doesn't like taking a lot of supplements, so you get 2 in 1. It also works great for somebody who has a significant amount of dysbiosis, where I can actually get fish oil in that causes, as a positive effect, the probiotic to actually stick in the gut and stay there, grow, and flourish. So you don't need to take as much of the probiotic because that fish oil is really helping it. Now for somebody who has a sensitivity to fish, or who is perhaps vegan or vegetarian, then obviously we would look at a different source of probiotics. You can get probiotics by doing kombucha as well too, and kimchi and some different fermented vegetables and foods. But depending on the person's state of digestion, they can also be a bit difficult in the beginning to digest and break down. So again, it's to the individual, but definitely look into getting a probiotic. Buy it in the fridge section at your natural health store. I love Biotics Company, I love Genestra, I love DDS, and I like Genuine Health and Udo's for their probiotics. The second thing, or really I guess the 5th thing, if we're adding on from last week's 3, is making sure with your food combining. So if you are having goulashes at every single meal, meaning that you're combining a whole whack load of ingredients, and you're eating that at every single snack and meal that you do throughout the day, it's a lot for your belly to digest and break down. If you have a strong digestive system and you've been eating healthy and clean for a while, you can probably add in various nuts and seeds to some of your grain-based things or your salads, and do that and get away with it. For someone who has reduced digestive function and ability right now, it might be a bit much for them. Some of the biggest things that are hard to break down for people can be combining fruit with anything. Because fruit is a simple carbohydrate, it digests and breaks down very quickly in the stomach, and it wants to get out of the stomach and get where it needs to be. If you're combining that fruit with foods that are harder to digest and break down, say for instance some raw nuts, or you're putting in it with yogurt or something that takes a little longer to break down, the body doesn't work in a way where the nuts or the yogurt turns to fruit and says, oh, you've already broken down? You go ahead, I'm just going to hang around here and finish my digestion process. It doesn't work like that. So fruit ends up getting pulled in with everything else that has to be broken down. And what happens, we learned from last week, Anything that sits in your gut, it putrefies, it ferments, and it starts to cause gas and bloating. If you're gassy and you're bloated and you're uncomfortable in through the belly, you're not actually being able to break down that food. So you can't actually pull and get the nutrients from it. So in my book, The Simplicity Project, I give you an entire food combining guide sheet to help you understand the differences and about fruit, but not just that, what goes best with your vegetables, how to really break down what you're having in terms of your concentrated protein sources and your carbohydrate sources. So be sure to check that part out of the book. And if you don't have your own copy of the book yet, send me an email at balancingbodies@rogers.com or go onto Amazon and look for The Simplicity Project. My third thing is talking about how often you are eating. The longer the stretches in between when you're having your meals, you put your digestive system into really a survival mode, and you start to actually change the message of how to digest and break foods down. In an ideal scenario, anywhere from every 2.5 to 4 hours. 4 would be the absolute most. 3 is really kind of the barometer that I have found for people that works the best. Having something. So if you've got a busy job, if you're a mom of multiple children and you are running around, this is where smoothies come in. This is where having green juices and having some of those raw nuts and seeds or having healthy bars or bites or things that you can create and make are so vitally important to make sure that you're stabilizing your blood sugar, that you're not stressing out your digestive system, that you're not diluting any of those digestive juices and enzymes. The other thing is your portions, smaller portions. Really think about trading in that large dinner plate for maybe moving more towards a salad size plate, right? And we're looking at, you're still going to be getting a high density amount of calories in there that are going to be healthy and balanced. You're going to have that combination of a carb, a fat, and a protein to help to satiate your brain and your belly and make sure the two are talking to each other so that the hormones ghrelin and leptin are working with one another and not frenemies. And that you are actually going to have the ability to slow down your eating, to push yourself back from the plate when you're not so full that you feel like you need to go and have a nap. You're going to feel better. You're going to start to drop weight. All of these tips that I've given you so far, you're going to start to see the weight reduce because your body is not going to be holding on to as much fluid, right? When we have any level of discomfort, digestive upset, it's a level of inflammation. So there's going to be some internal edema that is going to happen. So you're going to reduce that. You're going to have more energy because all your energy is not going to be sucked up for trying to break down your food. It's going to be able to get into your extremities and get into your brain and be able to help you function. So you'll have leftover energy to go and do your exercise, to catch up with a friend, to sit and play with your kids, to maybe stay up and read as opposed to watching TV at night. So many possibilities of what you can do with that extra energy. And who doesn't want extra energy? We all do. Regardless of who we are and what we do for a living, what our circumstances are, to have energy is really the thing that allows us to feel incredible. And to have energy, you've got to have a strong gut. So those are tips 4, 5, and 6 for you. I'll be joining you back next week for some extra tips on a mystery topic that I'll be leading into over the next couple of weeks. Remember, if you're looking for more information from myself, Jenn Pike, and from our whole crew at Simplicity, please go on to www.simplicityyoga.ca, click our opt-in box for our monthly newsletter with free recipes, inspirations, yoga postures, and a ton of information about what's happening in your community and surrounding. Have an incredible day. I'm hoping tonight that you are choosing that smaller size plate, you are stopping in at the store to pick up those probiotics, and you're becoming really mindful and conscientious about the food that you are combining before you put it into your body. Have an incredible day full of energy. Namaste.